coding channel Coding Learner. So this is a sorting video for selection sort. So selection sort is the simplest and efficient sorting algorithm because it creates or repeatedly select the smallest element from the unsorted portion of an array or a list, and it moves the sorted position to the list. So this is the smallest one. Now we learn how the selection sort will be done. So now we learn how the selection sort is work. It has a two loop. One is the I loop, and there is the loop inside our outer loop. So our outer loop will be iterates n minus 1 time. Here n is the number of the element present in our array. So if the number of the element in our array is 6, then the outer loop will be iterates 5 times. So it goes from I is equals to 0 till I is equals to 4. So it points to the ith indexed element, and inside loop it iterates the remaining element except at the ith index to find that which is the element is the smallest one, and we are swapping the current element with our smallest element in our array. And after the first pass we find that the smallest element of an array are present at the correct position, and each after the each pass the if after the second pass we find that the second smallest element are present at their right position, and the outer loop the inside loop iterate according to the I. So if our I at the first index of an array, so the inside loop will be goes from the second index to the last index of an array, and it finds that which element is the smallest element in the remaining array, and as well it is the smaller than our current element. So we are swap these values, and each time the smallest element are placed at their correct position. So that's it. At last we find that all the elements are sorted in our ascending order. So that's it about the selection sort. So now we implement our selection sort. I already created a int data type array with size 6, and we already discussed how we get the size of an array or the number of the element present in our array. So now we are move forward for the selection sort. So we having our outer loop which is int I is equals to 0, and it reiterates till n minus 1 time, and each time the I will be incremented, and inside our outer loop there is a one loop which goes I plus 1, and j will be smaller than the number of the element, and j is incremented every time. So if the arrayth j element is smaller than our array ith element, then we need to swap these values. So I used a temporary variable. I named it as a temp, and it contains the arrayth j element, and the array j element has the value of array I element, and our array ith element is now our temp. So that's it. This is how the swapping is done. We already discussed about the swapping in the previous video. If you are not able to understand what we are doing here and how we get the size or the number of the element present in the array, you must check my previous video which is based on the bubble sort. So that's it. All the elements are present in the sorted form. Our output is correct. So that's it. For more shorts, please like, share and subscribe.